Hey nerdy ghouls, welcome back to our spooky oasis. I'm not sure if you can tell, I tried to park in an area where you could kind of see the snow around us, but Spookmas has officially arrived in Colorado. Pretty much today, I just kind of wanted to take the opportunity to reset with the channel. You know, I had an incredible Halloween season, but I did feel like it took me out of my creating routine because I had to kind of go with the flow of when events were happening. And so now I'm kind of happy that, I mean, I'm not happy Halloween is over, but I'm very happy to go back to kind of like my own little spooky oasis where I get to create on my schedule and like go with the flow of what I'm feeling. And today I'm feeling like, you know what, there's snow outside. I want to go Spookmas hunting, see if there's any things that I can take from the Halloween clearance section or the new incoming Christmas sections that I could apply to my Spookmas decorations, and run a couple of errands and just kind of see where the day goes and catch up with you ghouls. And so I thought today was the perfect day to do that so you could get some of the snow vibes in the background. So with that being said, if you're new around here, my name is Mandy Spooks and this is our spooky oasis where we celebrate the magic of Halloween and spooky pop culture every day. That's right, Halloween moves on through all the holidays here, going into Spookmas, which is Spooky Christmas. So if you're excited about that, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below so that you don't miss out on any of the spooktacular things we're doing year round around here. So you guys might have seen in last week's video or on Instagram that I finally got my braces removed. Yay! However, I did not realize I was going to have to wear my retainers full time. So if you guys notice that I kind of have a lisp now, it's because of the retainers. I'm trying to get used to talking in them. There will be some times when I take them off for content, like last week or for the podcast. But for the most part, I'm trying to follow my recommended timelines from my ortho as close as possible, because this was the second time I've had braces and I don't want to have to go through it again. So yeah, that's why I sound so nerdy with my little lisp now. Also, your ghoul needs teeth whitening like stat, so that's probably something I'll incorporate into my content soon so that you guys can learn with me. But anyway, back to what we're here for, which is Spookmas. I don't know if you guys can still see, there's tons of like fall leaves around, but then there's also snow. Officially my favorite mixture of seasons, honestly. It's so beautiful. So today we're going to be going to Big Lots, Dollar Tree, and I'll be stopping at Ulta to do a little refill on a couple of items I need. And then I think that's it for now. I'm not planning on anything else, but I don't know, this is new. I have never ever covered Spookmas hunting on the channel before. So Spookmas, if you're new around here, Spookmas was my very own creation of a holiday back in 2020 when we started the Ghoulmates. So Spookmas is my play on Spooky Christmas. A lot of the spooky community does Creepmas, Hexmas, Season Screamings, but for me it's Spookmas because I have found that like I don't really resonate with the term Creepmas for some reason, and Hexmas just feels like very Yuletide witchy to me, and Spookmas is pretty much how I feel. Like it's all about spooky pop culture during Christmas with some Halloween vibes mixed in, but I really try to focus more on the spooky more than anything. So what I'm doing is I thought, you know, a lot of you have been telling me on our Discord server that you're seeing a lot of Halloween on clearance. So I was like, maybe that'll allow me to grab some spooky items from clearance and hopefully catch some of the early sales on Christmas. I've been noticing that sometimes when they first put out the seasonal stuff, there's sales on it because it just hasn't sold yet. So I'm hoping that we get lucky with that. But of course, today we are starting off with Dollar Tree. So I'm gonna go in there. If I see anything, I will film it, but if not, then you'll see me back here very shortly. Oh, and one more thing. Unfortunately, one of the rules with my retainers is I have to take them out every single time I drink or eat anything that is not just like plain water. So unfortunately, my coffee days have been cut short a little bit because it's just such a production to like take the retainers out, have your coffee, put them back in. You know, it's like a whole ordeal. So now just good old water for hydrating for now. All right, let's go Spookmas hunting. It has turned into like a real true hunting day today, because as you can see, I think you can probably see all the stuff I bought. So I think I talked about this earlier in the season, but I kind of tried to stop keeping an eye on hunting videos and content because I realized that I missed the surprise of finding something in store and not really knowing what to expect. So I only came to Dollar Tree like before I decorated. You guys saw my decorate with me video, and I pretty much didn't come anymore after that. So I totally missed that they had these tinsel wreaths. You can probably see a part of them with the skulls here, but I was seeing on the box that they had purple ones, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take my chances and call the other Dollar Tree that is nearby. And the lady was so nice, and I was like, hey, do you happen to have any more of the purple Halloween wreaths with bats on them? And the poor girl could not understand me because of my lisp. I was like, Halloween wreaths with bats? I couldn't pronounce it, but she was so sweet, and she helped me, and she said she had some, so she's holding 2 for me. And if she does have those, I will be the happiest girl in the world, because I want to put them in the 2 door hangers that I had for Halloween, where I had like the little witch and the vampire. So I'm really hoping that she got the right item based on how I was pronouncing things. And it was a very successful hunt, I would say. I think something I realized this year is that I really want to add more Christmas into my Spookmas tree, because it's all very dark, and I've been noticing when I take pictures I always wish it would like pop a little more. So this year I'm adding silver to it, and I'm hoping that kind of like livens it a little and gives like more snowy vibes. I'm like so excited that I am not coherent now, because I was thinking like, what am I gonna put on my doors to like spruce up the place? My part of my family is coming for the holidays this year for Thanksgiving week, and I'm just like really excited to decorate like full on, because I usually just do the tree, but I really want like the whole apartment to feel really cozy and magical and welcoming. Baby Spooks, my niece, has said she really wanted to see what Spookmas is like, so me and Mr. Spooks are going all out to really like put up the bigger version of our tree. I don't know if you guys saw when we got our black tree, it was sponsored, and it was like this huge 6-foot big tree, but when we moved we didn't have a lot of space, so we had to like use half the tree. Like Mr. Spooks rigged it to where he took the middle part of it out so it wouldn't be as big. But this year, when we knew Baby Spooks really wanted to see real Spookmas at our home, we decided we're gonna move out one of our little like drawers or like storage things to make room for it. So I'm really excited to have the big tree back. And then because I found these tinsel wreaths that are spooky, I think what I'm gonna do is buy a ton of tinsel to just like put everywhere. But I don't know, I feel like tinsel could also feel very like horror slasher Christmas movie for some reason. So I'm kind of digging it, and I hope it comes together, because like this is literally like a hodgepodge of ideas being thrown together. Like you guys have seen my Spookmas tree before, and I like created it with the vision it has now, but now I'm trying to like merge it into something like more elaborate, if that makes sense. So I really hope it comes together. All right, I feel like I have been blabbing away from how excited I am. I am close to Dollar Tree, so I will let you guys know if I get lucky with my bat wreaths. I am the happiest ghoul in the world right now. Look at this beauty! Like, how much more Mandy Spooks does it get for Spookmas? Purple, bats, oh my god. So now I need to figure out if all of the other tinsel garland I put around the apartment should be silver like I had planned, if I should try finding purple, or what? I'm overwhelmed now because I was not expecting this. Oh, I'm so happy. All right, so now I have to go back to the other Dollar Tree at some point to return the black and silver ones I had gotten. I'm kind of torn whether or not I want to return them because they could always come in handy later, but I think I'm probably going to return them for budget reasons, of course. But I didn't want to do it at this one because it was super packed at this location. I had never been here. And actually I'm gonna go this way so you guys could maybe see some of the snow vibes in this cute little neighborhood with all the leaves falling. Yeah, I just didn't want to have to do the return there. And I also noticed that I did go back to check my receipt and I was correct that it was actually 30 something, but they charged me an extra wreath, so I hope that they're willing to give me back the money for that third one because I only bought 2. So yeah, so we'll be going back there, but first we are headed to, I hope you guys can see how beautiful all of this looks because it is a vibe. All right, so next we are headed to my favorite Halloween hunting grounds, which is Big Lots, but I don't really know what to expect for Christmas stuff. So I'm hoping maybe the answer is there as far as what tinsel I'm gonna end up doing. Guys, I feel like life has been breathed back into me. Life is, oh my god, I can't find the words. You know what I'm trying to say. Like, there is a new life in me again because I was not anticipating finding so many things for Spookmas that would fit what I'm going for. So now I'm super excited. So we'll see what we find at Big Lots, and then we will head to Ulta. Maybe depending on Big Lots, I might stop at Michael's now. I don't know, I'm being a bad girl. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted after Big Lots. Okay, I did forget to mention though, there is a reason why I'm going to Big Lots. I don't know if you guys remember, but when I was Halloween hunting, I had my eye on this really pretty Halloween garland that they had with like beads and the colors of my tree. And I really wanted it, but I just wasn't down to pay full price for it. So I'm kind of hoping that I find it now on clearance. I had found it online, but there was a limit to 1 only, and I definitely need more than 1. So I'm hoping that I find it in person on clearance, and if not, I get some inspiration from the other stuff at Big Lots. I also realized there's a Target right there, so I might stop by Target and see what's brewing there too. So Big Lots was not a total bust. They did actually have the garland I had my eye on, but they only had 2 sets, and it didn't say how many feet each garland was, and it didn't look like a lot. And I was like, maybe I should get them and just return them if it doesn't work out. But after seeing it, I was like, this looks like the old version of my tree and not the direction I'm trying to take it in with the silver on it now. So I don't know, I literally like got to the register and I was that person who was like, never mind, I'm not taking those, because it was just like, I don't want to have to return this and I'm already not feeling it with the silver, so just gotta move on. I left it there. I think the reason I didn't like it is because I wasn't a huge fan of the orange on it. It was orange, green, and purple, and I'm trying to move away from the orange and green so much and really focus on the purple and silver accents if I can. But I don't know if I'm gonna have enough ornaments to really make that happen. I haven't really seen any ornaments that are purple in stores, so I don't know. I'm stressing. I always like stress about decorating, and then everything just comes together fine. So I hope it's okay. And I also bit off more than I could chew because it's already getting late and I have only gone to Dollar Tree and Big Lots. I need to for sure go return the wreaths from the original Big Lots today. I really need to go to Ulta. So that might be all I do for the rest of the day. We will see if I sneak in Michael's or not. Okay, I survived Dollar Tree. They were super nice and willing to give me the money for the extra wreath they charged that I hadn't paid. But I didn't realize, sorry, the exposure is like really bad because the sun is like right on me. But I didn't realize that you had to exchange items at Dollar Tree. So I was kind of forced into making a decision on my tinsel. This was the one I had my eye on anyway. I like that it has these like extra, like it has tinsel and then these like thicker foil ones. I'm not sure if you can tell. I'm trying to fix the lighting. Sorry, I should have gone to park somewhere else. But since I had to exchange, I was like, well, I might as well get the silver tinsel that I have my eye on, which I still think complements this really well, so that it's not like an overload of one color. And since I'm kind of worried that the tinsel's gonna be like too much or look tacky or whatever, I think I really love the silver because it blends in a little more and it won't be as like, it won't feel like my apartment is throwing up tinsel, if that makes sense. So I was only able to find 4 of these though, so I'm hoping that they'll have more in stock later, but I'm not too worried because these are 9 feet, so I was gonna see like how much these cover and then figure out how many more I need, and I'm not too worried that I could find these at another Dollar Tree because it's still pretty early in the season. So yeah, that was a very successful day of Spookmas hunting. I was not anticipating finding the amount of things that I did, nor did I expect to find the perfect Spookmas wreaths for my theme. So I think I was gonna say I'm gonna call it a day after Ulta, but I'm gonna see how far apart Ulta and Michael's are really quick. They are they right next door? They're right next door to each other. So I might pop my head into Michael's really quick. I just want to gauge if they have any purple stuff, because I think we're good on silver now, even though you guys haven't seen everything I got yet. But I just don't want to miss any purple, or if they might potentially have some stuff from Halloween on clearance. So I guess I will keep you guys posted on that. Okay, ghouls, I am gonna move so that you get a good exposure this time, but Michael's was a total vibe. I have such a hard time, like, I love Spookmas more than you guys could ever know or comprehend, honestly, but I also really love a good Christmas moment, and it was a good Christmas moment at Michael's. Like, the entire store was already Christmas vibe, and there were so many beautiful garland. I really wanted so many of them. They had like the really fancy version of the silver garland that I got from Dollar Tree. They also had this super cute garland that almost looked like Nerds candy pieces that I was so close to getting. Like, it had all the colors I wanted on my tree. It was a little on the pricey side, but everything was 40% off. And I was ready to get it until I found this ribbon right here. It's like shimmery black and white Beetlejuice Nightmare Before Christmas vibes. So I actually decided to go with this just because I feel like it would really bring together the silver I'm trying to add in. It also has like mega, like I said, Beetlejuice, basically Tim Burton vibes. So this is what I went for as my like garland ribbon around the tree instead. And now I feel pretty confident that the silver is going to come together with a mixture of like the green and orange hints and more purple stuff in there. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. I wanted to film for you guys, but like I've told you, I get really overwhelmed having to film and like hunt for like specific things, so I didn't film. But I highly recommend. I didn't film too much. Like what you saw is like bare minimum of what I initially saw, but it was a total vibe. I hope that you guys enjoyed this day of Spookmas hunting with me. This was my first time doing it. I really enjoyed it. I hope you all are enjoying these Spookmas vibes so far, because we're only getting started. I'm so excited about it this season because I've never done like an entire season of Spookmas vlogs and content, and I have said this before, but I think Spookmas is actually my favorite time of the year because it just always goes so quickly. You know, I can celebrate Halloween year round, but it's a lot harder to celebrate Spookmas year round. So I'm making the most of it these 2 months, November, December, Spookmas all in, so I can really get my fill. I hope you guys are here for it. Let me know in the comments down below if you are excited about Spookmas, and it's okay if you are also just doing regular Christmas in your home. I completely understand and appreciate that, but that is why this is your spooky oasis. Until next time, sending you goals and kisses. Bye!